Guys, 1 minute late. Forgive me for that. Things have been a little bit wild here. We've been in a couple of meetings today. What you're going to see from me, we've got Alts at resistance. We've got BTC at resistance. We've got ETH breaking through major resistance, potentially holding a support. Are things different this time, or are we going to reject completely? So we got a lot to talk about now. I want to take you through BTC pretty quickly just to show you the current situation, because we've just had a little bit of a dump. Even though Banter Bubbles looks a little bit green still, we suspect we might be getting some downside unless they're trying to trick us here and they're going to squeeze us higher. Let's pull out this BTC 4 hour that I love so much. You can see we've had a little bit of a pullback now this afternoon. And we've lost this 382 over here. And this was a major area for me. This was the 50-day MA coming through here. This was this horizontal area. So we don't really want to go much deeper than that. We do have this 618 sitting here on trend that I've got my eyes on very closely. We're going to see how that ties in with some of these alts now that are rejecting. So let's keep watching this. Bigger picture BTC, again, they're just teasing us, aren't they? We're sitting here at this major area, and we so badly, we just want to see this pop. We want to see this thing pop out, maybe reject a little bit, and then we can load up and really get cracking. So until that happens, we can't turn too bullish, because right now we're in bear country on so many of these altcoins. Let's take a look at ETH quickly. This is why I think things might be a little bit different this time. This is the ETH 12-hour chart that I'm looking at, and you can see ETH has pushed up so beautifully here, and it's broken through this 200-week MA. We want to see these candles now closing above this. This is the 50-day MA, so there's a big fight going on here at the moment for ETH and all those ETH bulls. If we do get this right and ETH does hold this area for us, we're going to want to see this push now to the 200-day MA sitting at about 1800. So that would be an ideal target. Possible pullback areas for ETH where we don't have to feel too bearish about things. We can look at this 382 and trend. I have set an alarm here on the Banter Discord for you guys. Then a little bit lower, we've got a 618. I'd be a little bit edgy down there, but I don't really want to go much lower than the 1640 region on ETH. Guys, we've got a link situation. This is now playing out. Unfortunately, I was in a short on Link yesterday and I got stopped out. And you can see this wick here, they came to get me. Again, this is still undecided if this is in play or not. Our eyes are on BTC, but right now you can see Link has sort of started heading down. If we do push a little bit higher, guys, we're going to look for the same play that we always look for. We want to see this push up. We want to see support here, and then we can ride Link higher. But right now, if anybody did survive that, this short is still in play if you didn't get wicked out. Unfortunately, my stop was a little bit too tight there, and they took me out there. I am currently holding a few positions on BitGet at the moment. I've got an 𝗕𝗏 short in play, and I'm still sitting in my SOL long from yesterday. So if you guys were with us yesterday, we caught that SOL on the break, and it's now pushed up completely into a resistance area, which we are now watching closely. This is big resistance for SOL. You can see here, this is the 8-hour resistance, 50-day MA coming into play here for us. So it's quite a big area for SOL. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of pullback, but my intention here is to build a SOL position. My assumption is that we are now going to hold these areas or hold these pullbacks, and we're going to push a little bit higher. So I'm going to try and hold that SOL position and build it while we do these sessions with you guys and see where it goes. Obviously, if it pulls back and we start losing trend, I'm going to have to exit that position, most likely at my entry. And then with regards to this 𝗕𝗏 situation, this 𝗕𝗏 I am short currently as a hedge, but you can see, guys, this might actually be an entry here, and I want to bring in Bruce and David, who are here with us today, and I want to talk to them about this potential entry here on 𝗕𝗏. This is a typical 382 pullback on 𝗕𝗏. We've had this beautiful rejection up here, and we did lose this 200-day, which is something to take note of. This is normally my first area where I like to look for entries if things are going to be bullish. Let's see if we can potentially get something here for 𝗕𝗏. I'm going to just pull up David and Bruce here. Welcome, boys.
What's up, guys?
What's happening? Dave, guys, believe it or not, is in a 𝗵𝗏 short, which he called yesterday. Am I correct?
Yes, I've been talking about it all week.
Bruce, what are you in? Bruce is muted. Okay, there we go.
Sorry about that. I was in a wilder world last night that went really well, and decided to leave it open, and it chose to do a round trip, so I am now out of it.
So funny you say that. I've just done a round trip on Rune.
Yeah.
We caught that little break, guys. I'm going to take you through Rune now. So we might be getting some entries now on this pullback. This 𝗚𝘵 is looking like a potential entry to me, guys. What do you say about this? Look at this chart here.
That looks nice.
Should I be closing my short here? There's my hedge short on 𝗚𝘵. We are sitting on a 382.
Don't close it just yet.
No.
Okay, well, we'll keep a watch on this area, guys. You know how I like these 382s and these horizontals, so this could be a potential bullish move here for 𝗚𝘵, provided BTC plays ball. Let's take a look at this Rune situation. Now, I've just done a round trip on Rune. I took a long earlier today on the break of this trend, and I put my stop at entry, and it's closed me literally 2 minutes ago before we went on here. So here we are again, guys. I'm contemplating having another go right here. This is the 1 hour chart. Let's see what we got here with regards to we've got a 618 here on Rune. I'm contemplating this right now. Let's see, 1.938. We could stop under that wick potentially. Let's take a look at BTC. BTC, we want to see BTC hold this area nicely, maybe reclaim this horizontal. Okay, guys, eyes on Rune as well. This could be a good one. Tim said he got stopped on a 𝗕𝗵𝘃 short. Tim, David's going to take us through 𝗕𝗵𝘃 just now. Guys, now I want to show you some of these alts that are still sitting at these resistance zones. This is DOT. Seem to have lost our trend here. Let's see where it's gone. There it is. Okay. So we've got DOT banging into this resistance area right now. This is a resistance trend. This is the daily. So it's quite a strong trend for DOT. Again, you know, the bulls now want to see this DOT push out here, maybe come reject a little bit, find some horizontal, and then send it from there. Right now, if you are longing DOT, you are longing into resistance. So we need to understand where we are with in relation to everything. Render, similar situation, guys. This is the Render 8 hour I'm watching. We are at resistance now. This is bear country. So this is where the shorters are stepping in, and they are looking for moves down. We still haven't forgotten about the 618 that we've been talking about for so long, and it might still happen if BTC comes with a vicious rejection here. I think we could visit the 618 at 1.44 quite quickly.
Yep.
Let's take a look at optimism, guys. We're gonna tackle a lot of charts again today, mostly yours, hopefully. So I just had a few set up for you. This is optimism, guys. Also looking quite exciting. This is the 2-day chart, looking like it wants to press. We do have this resistance zone here. I'm going to zoom in for you shortly. Trend and a 382. And you can see optimism is currently in a fight in this area. And what we want to see for the bulls here is we want to see this trend hold. I'm looking at this support over here. You can see we've got some action here. We want to see that area hold. And let's look over there. Yeah, that's right now. It's pinging a 382 like you've seen with 𝗚𝘵 on that pullback. So that is a very interesting one for optimism. Guys, I've got 𝗨𝗏. So 𝗨𝗏 is pumped, and I'm assuming it's pumped now on this ETH strength. And now it's broken through the 50-day MA and holding, for the moment, this nice horizontal zone. So 𝗨𝗏 is looking pretty bullish to me. I do have this 382 pull over here that is of interest. I don't have much else tying it in, unfortunately. So it is an area to watch, though. Look at that guy. And then my next area for 𝗨𝗏 is this 1.5 region over here. So I'd like to see this 50-day MA hold for 𝗨𝗏. Let's see how we go here. Maybe we build a little flag, then we can get that long out there. Again, we're going to need to watch ETH and BTC here. Pullbacks on 𝗨𝗏, 1.56. And then we do have the 618, but I prefer this horizontal sitting down here. And this is where I've put this alarm for you guys on the Banter Discord. You should be getting these pings. Did anyone notice what happened with XRP today?
A little bit of pump. Mhm.
Came out of nowhere. There was an old alarm set on that banter. I don't even remember when I set that alarm, but look what XRP did for us. Now, I don't know where this came from. Guys in the chats, let us know if there was any news there from the XRP army. Tell us what happened with XRP. I see Elmo says XRP next leg soon. XRP going to melt faces according to Chaos Trading.
Let's
Guys,
see.
tell us about it. Tell us about it. Tell us about it in the chat here. Why did XRP blow up like this? Paris says she caught XRP last night. And Chaos coming to the rescue. XRP convention in New York City.
Is that going on right now? Or is it coming up?
Let us know what's happening there, Chaos. Okay, so with regard to a support area for XRP, well, it's quite simple. Look at these moving averages here, converging like this is ridiculous. Okay, so if we get support in this area, I think things will be good to move up to the 0.55. Not a bad looking set of MAs all coming together so nicely here. So forming quite a decent support zone. And look what else we've got here supporting it. Got a nice little horizontal over there. So we've got horizontal, we've got multiple MAs. Let's see what we have with fibs. Kind of in between. Let's take it from this low. Yeah, kind of hovering in between these fibs, but I like this 0.522 region for XRP just from the mere like amount of these moving averages. Okay, let's dig around for some entries. I'm looking for a trade. You can see my trading account has only got 2 positions in. I'm feeling like we need to find another trade, guys. What do you got loaded up there for us?
Why don't you take a look at 𝗏𝗏𝗀?
Can I pull your screen up there, Bruce?
Sure. I'm just checking some stuff there, but 𝗏𝗏𝗀, there were 2 entries. Hold on a second, let me get rid of that. Been tracking this one. We were thinking that yesterday could have been an entry there. It quickly lost that, so there was no hesitation, but it looks like it's consolidating in this area. I haven't even pulled a fib on it, so curiosity says, oh, come on down. Let's find out what's going on there. Wow, the screen is misbehaving today. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of right, but it's in the golden zone, right between stuff, but nothing definitive on that. But it's definitely coming down to a strong area of support.
Okay, so what is our target entry area here on 𝗏𝗏𝗀?
Our target entry would be somewhere right in the 0.14673. I'd like to see it come deep into this area, 1.457, somewhere in that range. And then you would be looking for a 10% pop to that next horizontal is what I'll be eyeballing, and I'd put a stop right below this support zone right there.
What is that? What is that stop area?
Yeah, hold on, let me mark it out and we could all see it. So I would like to get in there, something like that. Let me zoom into the 1 hour so it's easier to see. And let's look at something like that. So we're looking about a 1.3% stop. Give it a little more room if you want, which would be 0.14527 is where I would do it.
Okay, guys. So what was that, Bruce?
0.14527. That's giving about 1.5%. But I would let this come down a little further into the zone to confirm that the trade's ready.
Okay, guys. So we're waiting a little bit on BLZ here. We're not quite there. Okay, hang in there.
Yep. And I started marking that one up yesterday. That's already on. This setup is already on Discord from yesterday.
Oh, Okay, guys, banter Discord. That's where it's all happening. All these charts. I've just updated a fresh batch as well. So a lot of these charts that you've seen here, you should be able to access there. And yeah, Bruce, so thanks for getting that on for us.
And the other one that I'm looking at is Wilder. I got into this trade. It went really, really well. And then in the middle of the night, I decided to leave it open, thinking it was going to make a higher high. And it didn't. And instead it did a round trip. So I'm looking again at a strong support area here. Again, this is not quite ready yet, and it might not be ready for the weekend. So this is, again, planning ahead. I had the experience last night where I spent 6 hours setting up a trade, right? Just waiting for it to come to Papa. And when it did, it behaved exactly like we wanted. Instead of this fluctuation of like, oh, it's red, oh, it's drawn out, oh, it's green. You know, it was like I was patient, waited, and when it did, it just moved in the right direction. And then, of course, the middle of that just changed the direction. But I'm really learning that for me, patiently waiting for trades to set up, I get way better results. So on this one, again, very similar to the last one.
Patience is the boss, guys. You need to be patient. It's the only way. If you're forcing trades, if you're forcing trades, you're over trading. You're hunting something that maybe isn't there.
It's really true.
Okay. So we're looking at
it's almost like people want to trade a token and then they justify finding some reason to take it instead.
Yeah, well, we like being in positions, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
so I'm looking getting into Wilder again. I think it's a strong possibility somewhere around the 1.675 area with a stop just below at the 1.63 area.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll see how that sets up, but I'll post this when I get closer.
Dave, I see your 𝗓𝗏 is pumping. Are you still playing around in 𝗓𝗏?
I am not, but it is nice to see it pump. I've got a rule for myself, man. If I get stopped out a few times on setup, move to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the market seems to be recovering a little bit here while we're talking. Crypto King says damp loading. Okay, Dave, show us your 𝗕𝗵𝘃 short, please. And yes, guys, we're gonna do 𝗵, we're gonna do 𝗓𝗏, we're gonna do 𝗪𝗏𝒻. We're gonna cover these for you.
Cool, guys. So I'm just gonna go over my thought process, what I'm looking at. We are going into the weekend. Be aware. This is an interesting trend line I saw on Bitcoin here on the hourly. So if we go to this top here, you can see this trend line forming, and it's literally where we have rejected here this morning. This is also a heavy resistance area. We've got a daily level and a point of control. So with that being said, everything that I've been preaching this week, as far as the short setups in Discord, those are still valid. Going into the 𝗵𝘃 short, if you go to Discord, I had two scenarios drawn out. We had this trend line pump, Bitcoin pumped, and now on the macro, if you zoom out, and I saw that you talked about it on the show as well with Sheldon. But guys, right through the order block and dump. Okay, this little red line drawing here, that's a drawing that I showed a long time ago. It's still there. When I had my alert set, so if you guys remember on the session, I said, hey, I'm gonna have my alert set here. My alert went off super late. I was like half awake when the alert went off, and I added a heavy size to my 𝗵𝘃 short. Added more to it. Right now my entry is at 81.38, and I'm up 42% on that short. So we are kind of still sitting here. You know, if you guys want to be a part of the 𝗵𝘃 short, I mean, don't get greedy. Use low leverage and just keep adding in here. So if 𝗵𝘃 does one of these deals, you know, let's just say Bitcoin has a little rally this weekend, which typically is a fake out, you know, I'll probably see, you know, a touch of the trend line, right? There's also a potential deviation, fake out. Be aware of all these scenarios. But at the end of the day, Pepe is going down, in my opinion. Don't feel like you're obligated to follow me here, but I just feel pretty confident about it. You've got a heavy order block in this area, so if it decides to have a fake out, thanks for the 𝗪𝗂𝗪𝗔. I would have never seen this order block here. Let's take a look. Yeah, heavy order block on the 8 hour. So be aware of that, right? And low leverage, ladder in, right? So you might want to have a couple orders here, maybe one here, and then full size it here if you want to. If it never hits these, great, go use that money for a different position. But right now it's looking okay for me. Again,
zone.
Yeah, and then if Bitcoin reclaims itself, if we see one of these deals where it breaks through, now the resistance is support, then obviously those short setups are invalidated. But as it stands right now with this rejection, US market, that's kind of where my thought process is. So
hey guys, I see sorry Dave to interrupt you, I see BTC's just turned green here.
Yes.
And I've just entered a rune long. I'm going to tell you now, I entered here 1.944. My stop is 1.929, guys. It's a small position. We are still undecided on BTC, but I've just done a round trip on Rune. This looks like a trend retest, 618 for me. I've taken a small long here. 1.929 is my exit. I'm going to exit under that wick if we wick lower. If you want to and you want to hold longer, you can look to exit under these areas here, 1.9, because this is a area of support, as you can see. But this is just a scalp for me right now. I see someone's trading view alarm just gone off as well. That mine. Sol's broken a key level. Bang! Look at this. Here we go, guys. Okay, so we're getting hot here. Those on the Banter Discord, you would have been pinged now. Let's keep our eyes on Sol now. This is a big area now. 50-day MA coming through. Here we go. We could have a squeeze coming. Let's have a look here. Okay, bear country until we are through there, until we have support. Okay, what could happen here is a push up to the 200-day rejection, potentially. We could have something along these lines, so let's look for that. Again, we're going to watch BTC here. If that BTC reverses, these alts are going to reverse at these areas. We've got Sean asking for ADA and DOT.
Yeah.
Yes, and lots are asking about Gala. Sure. Okay, we got to look at this Gala. Dash. What is Dash? Is Dash still a coin? Is Dash still a thing?
I think so.
There's 𝗕𝗏𝗏, guys, on a 382. Turning green on a 382 trend retest. 382 there. If anybody's interested in that. Okay, let's take a look at Gala. Oh, wow. Okay, no, this has just happened because I updated this chart 10 minutes ago, guys, on the Discord.
Yeah.
It was banging through that 618. Okay, this is that squeeze we've been talking about for so long. And we weren't in it. Guys, in the chats, who's in Gala? Who managed to catch this move? Please let us know, because we have proper FOMO now. This is bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
if you are long Gala, guys, you can see here, we've got big resistance coming, 0.015 region. We're going to start looking here. There's an alarm set here at this one as well. So start looking out for rejections on Gala. You're potentially a little bit late. I wouldn't jump into this big candle right here. This has just happened in the last few minutes, guys. So let us know. It's all about Gala here, guys. Oh, Beth's in Gala since.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Beth.
Beth nailing it.
Let's do it with it.
Oh, and Beth said she used 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Okay, love that,
Let's
Beth.
go.
Guys, 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, you've seen what we do. We use the order blocks, we use all these clouds and all those things. There's a link in the description. If you're interested in 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, there's a link in description. Check it out. Well done, Beth. That's excellent.
And Greg is in it too.
Well,
Yay.
Let's enjoy the show. Okay, eyes on dot here. This is big. This 50-day MA. We got to get through this area. I mean, Sol. Okay, Pavel, we did look at Link there. Link is still pushing into this resistance zone. It's still unconfirmed if we are going to be, well, remain short. I got stopped out yesterday on my short.
Yeah.
Let's see how it plays out.
Someone's
Okay,
asking
Greg.
for STMX, and it looks
Yes.
interesting right now.
And Greg is calling us on all these gaming coins as well, Greg.
Yeah.
So we're going to see this 8 coin. Okay, I like this. We were looking at this yesterday. So this is what we wanted to see. We saw this break. We saw this pullback. We want to see this area hold the support here, guys. Greg, 1.18. This was our region. So again, guys, this is what we get. We get the breakout, we get the pullback, and we look for those buys on strong support areas. Okay, so you can see this was a resistance zone. We trying to turn it into support here. So breakout, rejection, support. That's looking decent. So Tim's and Gala, nice guys. That's awesome.
Good job, man.
Casey's been building his Gala long for the past month. Well, that's legendary move, that. Okay, let's look at the other gaming tokens that Greg mentioned. I think he said Nakamoto Games.
So gaming is the narrative right now, huh?
Yeah, could be. Oh, yeah. Look at Naka.
Yeah, Sand typically follows Gala afterwards.
Yes.
That's looking like.
Guys, we'll look at Sand as well. I see my screen's a bit slow here. Okay, this is Nakamoto on the weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Big area, guys. Big area. If you are long, not the worst place to look for a TP area here, guys. If you are not in a position, it might be a bit tricky trying to long into a big resistance zone like this. This is a weekly up here. These weekly areas are often quite strong, so just be careful. You can see there's a weekly trend here too. Okay, guys, so just eyes on this. You can see that. This actually looks very nice like this, doesn't it? Got a nice little channel there to play with. And this is on the weekly, so this could easily look to move back lower down. Don't discount something like this on Nakamoto Games.
Yeah.
Nothing's impossible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just watch out for this one, 0.56 area, that sort of thing. Okay, and one more gaming token, PYR.
Yeah, PYR.
Dave, do you want to do Sand for us? Bruce, do you want to get that STMX? I think it was bouncing.
I got it already. It's ready.
I think it was bouncing off a 618.
I actually already entered.
Well, best you show us. Okay.
Well,
Fire.
okay.
Okay, guys, we'll get to PYR in a second. Let's see what Bruce is doing here. Okay. Well, what are we long here? STMX.
Yeah. Kind of in a channel, consistently rejecting the trend line. Strong support right at 618. Stochastic down to the bottom. Science. So I took an entry literally while you were talking.
Okay, I want to take a look at this STMX on my screen as well. Okay, so you are in right now, huh? It's
I entered. It literally came. It rejected down little deviation too. Got the liquidity pulled up. I caught it right at the 618, literally right there, about 3 minutes ago. So I think it's still very valid. I think it's great.
So and stop under the wick, Bruce.
Stop exactly under the wick. Exactly.
Okay, guys, you heard the captain over there. He's long here, STMX. Stop is under this wick low, 0.066.
Yep, exactly.
Voter says STMX. Boom. Ruby.
While we're watching.
These things must just go up though, so we can play. We want to play the money printer.
I know. Oh yeah,
I need
yeah.
that money printer. Okay, give us some sand there, Dave.
Let's do it. So we had this break of trend. I'm on the 4 hour. You can see multiple trend lines touching this here. Break of trend. I've got the Lux Algo order block showing here. I drew a fib from this low here to where it's currently at, the high. And if anything, an entry would be like maybe at the 382. Let me see what the 236 is. Yeah. So obviously it's taken off already, 6%. I wouldn't advise entering along now, but on some kind of pullback, maybe something like this would be a great entry because it's holding this trend line there. So let's do the 382. I'll even set an alert here with you guys. Let's set it at 0.3058 as a long alert. Okay, the other thing too, this weekend, if there's, if the market makers want to take out the longs and the excitement, you might see a wick down to the 618, right? You see this little order block here, and then a reclaim. So I would even set.
Yeah.
No, I would even set, yeah.
So as long as you put your stops, Dave. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. So you can see this order block here, guys. This new buy area order block. Let's set in another alert here too. So this could be maybe entry position number 2, like 2 positions you could add. First position's at 30.3058. Second position can be right here at the 618 at 30 cents. Exactly. That's what I'm seeing. And then obviously we are going towards this order block here. So if we do get the entry at 382, that'll be a nice 10% move. And then here, we just wait for the reaction. If it decides to blow past this resistance block, then the next one is up here. And that could be 30% move.
How's Vota over here doing 347% in STMX Vota? Nice, bro.
Good job, man. Nice.
Good job, brother. Good job.
Okay, I'm looking at a comment here saying potential squeeze on cyber. Now, I remember cyber was, I think it was an organized pump or something like that, guys. If you remember back what cyber was doing, I mean, look at this. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, yes, could it happen again? Sure. But, yeah, it's a tricky one for me because, it just feels like it was very manipulated, that whole thing, and you don't know if they're going to come back. Right now, it's sitting on a trend. It's worth keeping an eye on. If you catch it, if it starts moving, maybe you can jump on the train. That's resistance there. That's your first area, 5.23. So you know the drill, guys. That's what you want to see. But if they are pumping it, it might not stop. It might just keep going all the way. So just be careful with this with these type of coins. EB wants to see Doge. Final bump on TRB coming. Yeah, we had a TRB reacted beautifully on a 618, I think, as well. Shall we pull that up quickly? Yes. Okay, look at this thing. Little flaggy, actually. We could get something out of this.
Yeah.
So 618 pull. Look at that. Guys, I'm never going to stop showing you this. I'm going to always draw these circles on these 618s. For those of you that are new, we love this stuff. We love the fibs tying in with horizontals and moving averages and things like that. And actually makes me very excited. So I'll just keep showing you guys until you trust the science. Okay, so we've got a bit of a flag here going down on TRB. Track it carefully. Let's see if we can break up there and get support on this 382, which is now acting as resistance over here. So watch that area. But TRB knows how to move when it wants to move, guys. So there is a potential play there. Voter says he's in profit on his rune. Let's see. just moving. Let's see. The reason I like Rune, guys, just to explain, it's quite speculative because Rune is at a very, very high area. It's at a resistance zone. But we do know from the last pumps that those that caught it were shorting, and they probably shorted quite heavily. So we know their stops are going to be sitting up here. So the minute Rune gets some energy, you might see some action. So for me, I'm happy to sit in a small position if I can get an entry on Rune, which is what I tried earlier, and then we did the round trip. So I've done it again just in case, because if BTC gets aggressive here, this Rune is going to blow through. I'm looking at this 2.28 region as a potential target. So, you know, again, this is a speculative play, assuming we're going to get some kind of squeeze up there. Agent 618. Is Rune still a good entry? Guys, we call it Fibonacci over here. I'm a Fibonacci professor.
You really
okay,
are.
INJ. Let's do some INJ, guys. Let us know in the chats what else you want to see. Let us know in the chats what you are trading. If you are taking a long, let us know. We want to do this stuff with you. We'll look at it with you and see what we can do there. Dave and Bruce, obviously, if you guys have got anything else, just jump in when you're ready. I'm also going to give you guys an update on gold. I see gold bounce for us.
Yeah, I've got 𝗬𝗍.
You're going to be no surprised that it bounced when I show you where it bounced and why it bounced. Okay, INJ.
𝗬𝗍.
Okay, this was brilliant. Okay, look at this move from Injective. 200-day MA, guys. 618, bang, on this thing. Breaks through this resistance trend line. So it's bounced off this 382. Okay, there it is. Bounced off 382 and trend. We've got some horizontals here tying in with it as well. So that's your support for Injective. So if you did catch it, guys, the dream entry was the 618. I think you got 2 bites of it down here. And this 200-day, remember, guys, big levels. 50-day MA, these alts are loving it at the moment. 200-day MA, they're loving it. And then 618's horizontals, you want 8-hour, 12-hour daily levels. Those are a lot stronger. Those are the ones I prefer. That's what you want to look for. Okay, we've got a multiple requests for Doge. Voter says 𝗏𝑥_ALGO is my best buy of the year. Yeah, guys, look, we use 𝗏𝑥_ALGO as confluence as well. So when 𝗏𝑥_ALGO ties in with the stuff, we get extra excited. We took that front long yesterday. I think I did. How much did I do? 500%. What was it, guys? I shared that P&L. We took that front long. We used 𝗏𝑥_ALGO as confluence. We had the normal setup. Let me show you this. I mean, this was just when the science comes together like this, guys, and then you use 𝗏𝑥_ALGO to tie it in. 𝗏𝑥_ALGO, there's a Steve wants to know, there's a free version and there's a paid version. We use the paid version. You can get there's a link in the description here. I think the first 30 days are free. There's also a discount as I understand there, so check it out. Okay, so this was front 4 hours, and we got this thing perfectly off the 786 trend and horizontal. And then we had 𝗏𝑥_ALGO at that time tying in with a signal. I think it was on the 1 hour. The signal gave us the long. Look at that. Okay, so what we saw was we saw the X on 𝗏𝑥_ALGO telling us this coin is now slowing down and it wants to start looking at a reversal. It started dipping into our zone of interest where you can start laddering in, and you can see it danced around this area. Then it started moving up, and then 𝗏𝑥_ALGO said, okay, we're good to go. Bang. And it lit it up green and it sent this thing. And it was a decent sized move. Let's take a look how big this thing was. 30% move from that trend, trend 786 and horizontal. And when you get that 𝗏𝑥_ALGO tapping there, just saying hello, it also likes it. Then you balance of probabilities. You start getting stuck into these things. Crypto or nothing. Render, yes, render is at resistance. Let's take a look. Renata says fetch is ready to fly. Remember, fetch and render, they're both AI tokens. So we can also look at GRT then. It's also an AI token. So remember, guys, have your categories of tokens. You get your gaming, you get your AI stuff, you get your layer 1s, your layer 2s. They all move different at different times. And let's just let this fetch load. So fetch is part of the AI stuff. We've also got ocean, which is part of the AI stuff. Okay, so fetch trend pressure, guys, into the 50-day MA. Okay, so quite a big area to watch now on fetch. You want to see it pop. You want this 50-day MA to come into play and hold you here as support. And then that should give you a ride up. This is the 200-week MA coming through there. That's a nice area to keep your eyes on. We have seen fetch react in the past very nicely on that 200-day. And then lower down, let's just clean this up for you. Lower down, we've got the 618. Okay, so you want to look out for the 618. If you do get the break, you want to look out for the 618 at 0.2268. But again, you want this thing to break trend first, and you want to see support develop here at 0.22 before you jump in here, because remember, this is resistance now, guys. What have you guys got there? Are you looking at anything else?
Yeah, somebody kind of keeps asking for Dash, so I can do Dash.
Dash. Isn't that like an absolute dino coin? Guys, let us know in the chats why you're still trading Dash. Tell us why you why are you looking at this.
I remember they made some kind of deal with some university, Baylor University or something like that here in Texas, and still around. But you guys can see this trend line that is here. Tons of wicks. We also have this break of trend. We have this 4-hour order block. So if Bitcoin is bullish, Dash is going to move. It's interesting to see also that Bitcoin's down 0.5% and that Dash is up almost 2%. So break of trend. What is this percentage here? A little 5% region. I would say if you are looking to enter a precision long, it needs to touch the trend line. So maybe if Bitcoin has some kind of pullback or whatever, you know, something like this, we might just keep seeing this climb and eventually go. So that's my 2 cents on Dash. I would set an alert maybe at this, you know, this trend line here and this order block, this region. So, you know, maybe like 2670. 2670 would be decent, and might take some time to play out. But you know, I was talking to Bruce earlier, and when it comes to trading, a good analogy is like we're planting seeds, guys. We're planting seeds. You don't want to put, you know, all your seeds in one little section, and sometimes these seeds die and they never grow. Sometimes they pop out real fast, and sometimes they take some time to grow. But as long as you have multiple seeds everywhere, you will get some crop.
So true. So true.
Yeah, got about patience.
Yep. It's really like farming. Or fishing, yeah.
Someone keeps asking about Doge. Do you have that one, Dylan?
Yeah, I've got Doge. I've also got Storj. We've had requests for Storj, STORJ.
And people asking about Suri, which I have also.
Nice.
So here's Storj. We did discuss this one at some point. It did a lot more than expected. As you can see here, this thing, we were looking for a little breakout and support. Well, it went straight into resistance, then rejected. But key thing to note here, guys, once again, we broke through resistance, came back, tested support, 200-day MA coming here as well as support, and now we are back at resistance. So what you want to see on this guy is you want to see support develop now in this area. Okay, now we tested this once with a fake out. This could be the main one now. We want to see this area hold 0.41. I'd say you want that to hold your next push up. So 0.41 is your support to watch. You can see this is looking very aggressive. Wow. A little bit of FOMO here. Okay, let's pull up the Doge. Sheldon did really well on this. He held this through thick and thin, and he backed his areas. I mean, look how this thing's behaved. Dip down, back your levels, back your areas. The best entries, guys, and we say this repeatedly, the best entries are when you are so uncomfortable it just feels wrong. Those are the best entries. And if you're taking entries when you are super happy and super bullish, well, you've probably missed a good portion of the move. So you just got to do the work to get the best entries. Okay, so we've got a trend break. We've got a moving average. It's the 240. It's the 200 on the 4 hour. I learned this one from Sam Price. He's a great trader as well. He taught me about this 200 on the 4 hour. So I used it as a guide. Quite interesting. You can see it pinged this MA here. Let's look for a pullback area. So yeah, this 382 looks the best to me. So if we do get a pullback, this looks like a nice zone. You want it to hold, obviously, to remain bullish. We do have the 618 a little bit lower down. Okay, so your two pullback zones, if you do get a dip here, 0.613 and 0.605. Don't really want to go lower than that again. I mean, I think BTC is going to be horrific if we start going lower than that, and our moods are going to change very quickly. There's going to be no more of that face green smiling from BB. We just want green for a few days here.
Yeah.
Okay. Casper, we need to look at Casper. Bruce, jump in when you're ready, yeah?
Yeah, I've got someone asked about 𝗬𝘂, so I got that.
Okay, let's do Casper, and then you can take 𝗬𝘂 for us. And then we'll do a gold and oil update. We'll see where that is. And guys, maybe you want us to look at some stocks. If any of you trade stocks, let me know. I might know my way around a stock chart as well. Okay, what have we got? 382 here. We've got an alarm set on the Discord for you guys for CAS. This is 0.0497. That's the 618 target. It seems to be holding this trend nicely, but it's not ripping like it used to do. But yeah, just gradually holding its area. This 382 is now support to watch. So 0.047 is support to watch here. And then your next area is another level. I've got 0.046. And then big dog down here, 0.044. Okay, so these are the areas. Ideally, you just want to see that. You don't want to lose that guy. You want to stay bullish. Yeah. And remember, we've got this high we need to deal with. We want this trend to continue. We need to print new highs and things like that. But baby steps. Let's just get that moving there. 5-year plan wants to know if she's short FTM. Bruce, show us 𝗬𝘂, and then we'll deal with. Oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah, I know. Long downtrend that's been going on since like the dark ages. Found support over here, and it was really interesting because it had a pump with you'll notice that it was quite a bit of volume that went with it. It's something to always keep an eye on. That when there's a pump of volume, that means that there's it's serious. That there's some momentum behind it. But it's right up against, it broke through the trend line but rejected. It's right up against the 50-day moving average, and it broke above this resistance level. So this is really a decision point, as far as I can tell. So what I would do is wait to see what it's going to do. Is it going to retreat back down to this area? That's possible. But what I would love to see happen is for it to break above it, come back and retest it in this area. Probably if we can retest right above the 50-day moving average and that support and that trend line right above that, that would be a definite signal for long for me.
And what support do you have there in that gray band, just under the trend there? What is that support zone there? I can't see it.
This right here?
Yeah, that center gray band. Yeah.
Yeah, that is just basically the bottom of this. It came basically bounced off of that area and then came and resisted it. It was a support for a long time, broke through, and it became resistance again. So I find this area to be really strong right there.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I
nice.
love the idea of, hold on, let me redo this again. I'll get rid of it. So the idea that this really breaks through, comes back and retests this area right there, which is right about 0.4695, 467. Could be a really powerful area for long. And now we're talking about then going to the next level. So we're looking about from there to there, which is 32%.
Okay. Looking good.
I'm going to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, do that, please. Yeah, let us know when this thing breaks. Maybe add this one on the Discord. It could be a nice mover.
I'm going to do that. Yeah.
Okay, guys, banter Discord. That's where it's at. Veracity. I've got Veracity. You guys, I see quite a few requests for Veracity. Joe, let me show you what I can see here. So nice little breakout. Very cool. Let's see how we're going to deal with this. 50-day MA being taken out. That's nice. So that's a big area for us to watch. I've just zoomed in. This is the 8-hour. Okay, 50-day MA is the reddish pinkish line there. And you can see we've got horizontal here. Okay, so that's a strong area for me. That's the one I want to see hold if this move's going to carry on.
Yeah, that might be a good long entry there for sure. Chaos said that they had a tokenomics vote, and that's the reason why it's pumping. Devs are finally listening.
All right. Okay. Well, guys, there you go. If it holds this 50-day MA in 382, it could be a nice one. The target is 0.000475. That's the top of this old range over here, if you can see there. Okay, yeah, good one. Thanks for that, Joe. Mornay says Sol's rejecting. Well, this is not the news we wanted. We wanted Sol to rip. Okay, question on band.
And I've got Cardano.
Okay, so band was, I mean, this was beautiful yesterday, right? I was very tempted to hold on to my band position yesterday, but I did my best to exit. And the reason I exited was because it was major resistance. Okay, and then they gave us that fake out afterwards and the pullback down. But still, guys, this is big resistance now. 1.16 is your major resistance for band. Let's take a look where it pulled back and try and see why. I'm going to pull a fib from that low to that high, and it kind of went between the fibs. That's interesting. So it didn't really respect them as well as we liked. But we do have a marker now for a pullback on band. I do prefer that. I like to see the 618 time with a horizontal. It's a little bit odd that it just went to this week over here.
Yeah.
It's not our usual thing that you see, but it does happen. Yeah, look, band resistance 1.15. I'd be confident being long band when it reclaims this area up here. Otherwise, yeah, the 618, I just feel like it needed to be tested here. Okay, inconclusive. I don't have an entry for you on band. I've got resistance where you can short it, 1.164. Otherwise, wait for it to break higher, get some support, and then you can ride it up. Okay, Dave, you want to give us ADA there? And Voter, tell me, are you watching 5-minute candles there? I'm just opened the Sol chart. It's only moved like a little bit, bro.
I was like wondering the same thing.
They all do that to you.
Like,
Man,
okay.
So ADA, it's crazy because I had a long alert here from forever ago. And it never got it because it was like, I don't know, so close. But yeah, it looks like it's a breakout, guys. And quite simply, you know, we have this trend that goes all the way back to August 9th. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, breakout. And if we just draw a fib from the bottom here to the top, We are facing a huge order block, but I think, and I just literally set myself a long alert at 0.2499. So at this sniper zone area, the 618, which is 0.2463. And I think I heard 𝗵𝗵𝘅𝗀𝗏 went long on Cardano, or he bought some Cardano. So, hey, maybe this is bottomed out here, truly. And yeah, huge upside if this is truly.
I don't think he does the leverage trading and stuff like that. I think he takes a position, but
yeah, it takes a position, right? Yeah. So long term.
Yeah, and it's for a long term play.
Yeah, meaning he probably senses a bottom. So leverage wise, this might be a good. And I probably will take this long if I can get some alerts here. The trigger alerts. So that's 88 for you.
Okay, let's take a look at 𝗫. Guys, keep them coming in the chats. We're going to do whatever we can, but don't forget, if you guys are taking trades and not telling us, well, that's not really fair. You know, we want to take your stuff. So if we're giving you our stuff, you got to give us your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So let us know what's going on there. Okay, 𝗫. Let's take a look at 𝗫. Voter, here's the sol chart, by the way. We're still sitting at this 50-day MA. Still undecided, but yeah, bear country, guys. This is bear country. Before we break through there, yeah. The club NFT. Well, firstly, there's two comments I need to deal with. Somebody said David looks like a young Elon Musk, which he does. And the other one is, come on, ADA, I've been holding since 2018. Join the club. It's been the most epic experience holding ADA. No, that was absolute torture holding ADA. I mean, it's worth less than what I paid for it.
I just have to argue for 1 second. David is way more better looking, good looking than Elon Musk.
Sorry. Very handsome.
He is my great uncle, so.
There you go. Guys, 𝗫 4 hour. Wow, we've just missed the dream entry on 𝗫. Really? Who asked for 𝗫 here in the chat?
Long gone. Somebody's.
Guys, 382. 382 retest.
Oh, look at that.
382. That was good. 382 trend retest.
Nice.
𝗫, bang. This is why we work precision entries here. This allows you to trade leverage. You get these perfect entries, you just got to know how to find it. Yeah, this is very disappointing that we missed this one, but yeah, dream bounce of the 382. You know, if you caught this thing, you can put your stop now at entry. There's no risk. Let it go. Let's zoom out. I mean, the 382 retest on trend, I mean, it's just like, it's a dream scenario. It must really just push now. Let's take a look at potential targets for you. Well, this 50-day MA is starting to look interesting over there. You can see there's some horizontal stuff happening as well.
Ooh.
618 banging into that 618. So look out for this zone here. This is your little resistance area to watch. 1.12 is your resistance area. But geez, that was beautiful, guys. Wow, that's like textbook stuff. Pity we missed that by, it looks like a couple of minutes. Akshad wants to see comp. Are you trying to take us to dark places? Because we got stopped on comp yesterday, Akshad. Tell us about this.
Simon's calling for it too. Simon's lurking back there.
Okay, I know Simon might want to go for a short again. Simon, let us know if you want to be long or short here. Oh, comp long, he's saying. Okay, let's take a look.
It's wedging and retracing. Might be right.
Okay, so guys, if you want to just have PTSD with me, we shorted comp yesterday during that pump and it failed. And, you know, we move on. So comp long, let's just look at some, zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so if Simon's saying comp long, it means he's got a Lux algo signal to go long on comp.
I don't see one.
Let's take
not
a
in
look
the 4 hour.
So let's pull up the settings. Let's
not
get the
in the 1
settings
hour.
on.
Nope.
Guys, 𝗪𝗲𝗀, link in description. If this is interesting to you, we use this as confluence on our trades. Sometimes I'll send a setup somewhere. I'll say to Simon, what's the story? Then he looks at 𝗪𝗲𝗀. He tells me what he thinks. And then we plan around that. Simon, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is now printing a short over there. So let us know in the chats what you're seeing, because on screen right now it says comp long. so just take me through this, please. Okay, we're gonna Chaos says you got stopped twice on comp, third time lucky. LPT possible long, that's a good one. Let's go look at that. Okay, so Chaos said 30 minutes ago he went long on the 15-minute 𝗪𝗲𝗀 signal, and he went for it. Okay, great. So that was Marcel says his comp long is in profit. Okay, so 15-minute time frames. You can see the guys that use 𝗪𝗲𝗀, they telling us, yeah, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay.
Oh, I
so
see
let's
it.
see what's said on the 15 minutes. Aha. Okay, bottom of the cloud. Let's see the sensitivity settings. Get these settings right. Okay, so I'll tell you what Simon saw. He saw that X developing, then he saw another dip, and then when it touched the cloud, it was probably his signal to jump in, and now he's definitely eating takeouts this weekend. Paid for dinner. That's nice. He says put the Lux Matrix indicator on. Yeah, I'm not as advanced as you, Simon. You're too good for that. Okay, Kadena, K-E, what's it? Kadena.
Is it Kadena or Kadena?
Kadena.
Kadena.
Ooh. Let's see what's going on here. So we've obviously looked at this guy before. Okay, well, we've got our fib reaction. I see we missed the first one. Wow, so that was a big area, guys. This was 50-day MA, 618, and trend, and horizontal, and it didn't, well, it gave a small reaction there. It didn't really bounce very nicely. Let's take a look here. But where did we go? We went back up. We went 786, and 786 is, guys, my main ones, 382, 618, 786. Those are the main ones I use, and you get your best results off of them. So yeah, 786 is support on this Kadena right now. If you want to be long on this, remember it has lost trend. This is your safest stop area, 0.4 for low leverage. Remember, if it does move up from here, you've got a lot of resistance to deal with here. You got the 50-day MA, you got that 200 on the 4-hour, you got the 618, you got trend, you got horizontal. There's a lot going on here in terms of resistance. But if it gets through that, then you should be cooking there. Bet you the full you, be you the full you, says XRP bounce of the 618. That's what we like. That's what we like. Destiny Day BLZ was done already. It has been covered. Dot is at resistance on a trend line right now, Apple shows. We did do that earlier, so it's on a major daily trend pushing into resistance. Watch BTC here. If it rejects, then Dot's coming down with it. Okay, guys, 2 more charts, then let's wrap it up. Shall we go with Loom?
Sure.
What do you guys have?
Somebody asked if I'm still in the Lena Long, and I am. Again, it's one of the seeds that we've planted here. It'll go.
Okay, here is Loom. Looks very similar to this STMX situation. Okay, fighting with a 618 here. So this was the secondary trend. This was the main trend we were watching. Yeah, there's a bit of support here now. You can see I've zoomed in. This is the 1 hour. So maybe you could get something going here. You really want this area to hold now support. So you bang in a trend line. See that trend now on the 1 hour. You don't really want to lose this area. Okay, that's kind of your support base. I don't know how Loom plays with BTC. Like, we know a lot of these alts react with BTC and do their thing, but then some of them do their own thing. So I don't even want to say eyes on BTC here, because I don't know how Loom behaves with BTC, guys. But yeah, just track the support here. 0.13 just under. That is decent support. Guys, oil and gold. I promised to do oil and gold. Let me just do that quickly.
Yep.
Here's gold. So things were looking great yesterday. We dropped gold into the 786 and horizontal, and we had a beautiful little bounce. And I know those of you trading gold, you're using high leverage on some of these exchanges. And I think that bounce would have been nice, but it didn't follow through. So we're going to check the RSI now. It's only a 1% move, wasn't great. And we're going to check the 𝗕𝗂𝗁𝗁. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, this RSI is still very oversold. I mean, it would be epic if we get it down here at the 200-week MA. So guys, this is gold daily. Support, 200-week MA, which we spoke about yesterday. It's massive support. Let's look back and see where it held. It's a massive support zone for gold, or as we can see, it's stepping through. That's hilarious. Oh, it was oil. The 200-week MA was oil. That's where oil keeps bouncing off the 200-week MA. Okay. What I like about gold, not to say I don't like the 200-week on gold, horizontal, 200-week. If we lose that with this RSI dipping lower, geez, it's so oversold here. It's at 25. Last time it was at 25 was September 22. What did it do when it was at 25? Look at the size of that pump. Okay, September 22, when that RSI was that low, it pumped. Let's look again. July 22, when the RSI was that low, pumped. Okay, so you could be setting up for a move here on gold. So let's see how this tracks. Maybe we do get that nice little move down into this area, and this RSI starts going, starts tilting up a little bit. Let's see what happens.
Dylan,
Yeah.
Would you be open to having a section for these kind of trades, like stocks and gold? And
Yeah, so guys, we want to do stocks, oil, gold, all these things for you regularly. So I'm happy if you guys want to drop this in here. That is my intention. So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so when we finalize the shows and everything, you're going to see I'm going to be bringing you BTC alt, and I'm bringing you 1 or 2 stocks every day. I'll bring you gold, oil, that sort of stuff. So yeah, this oil short is on. This is what we spoke about yesterday. We had the oscillator going down. We had the price going up. That's bearish divergence and looking tired. Bang into resistance. Okay, and that it's still on. So it's turning over. Your target on oil is the trend here, and then lower down you've got 82. This is US oil, guys, so this is WTI. Don't be confused with Brent. The price is slightly different. The chart is very similar, but it is slightly different.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, guys, so things like Coinbase and stuff like that, yeah, happy to look at that stuff. Guys, give me your 2 charts. I'll drop a Coinbase, and then we got to call it. All right, Bruce, are you up?
I'm sorry?
Can I add your screen? You're going to do your chart?
Hold on a second. Yeah, people were asking about 𝗪𝗏 again.
Okay, so figure out that 𝗪𝗏. I'm going to look at Coinbase for smoking guns quickly. Yeah. I'm assuming that's not your real name.
No, I'll do 𝗪𝗏 as the last one too.
Okay. 𝗪𝗏 is a position we've been building for a while. Kind of similar to the way that we're doing with Solana. So I'm doing this one on higher time frames. So I got small entrance over there. We're looking forward to probably keep consolidating in this range here, but then break through the trend line, probably retest, and then looking for growth from there. So first evidence was over here. If it comes and touches this support area again, I'll be perfectly happy to add on to it. But nothing's changed since the last time we did it, basically. And this is one I keep up with on Discord all the time. This is a big position I'm building over time.
Okay. Patience.
Patience. This is going to be a slow one, but I think worthwhile.
Guys, and remember, Banter Discord, there's tons of charts there that we are doing every day. Simon's doing Lux Algo stuff every day. We've got an altcoin gems section for you that you can see. He does research in there. No, it's really taking shape nicely in that Banter Discord, guys. Okay, Dave, Bruce, are you done here? What is that one?
I'm done. Yeah. I was looking at Tomo. I was taking a look at Tomo because it broke above what was the support area was here, but it clearly broke above it a couple times. So we marked the resistance area to right there, and that would have been a good trade. But I'm going to see if it comes up and it retests. I'm just looking at this now. If it comes back and it retests this area for reject, that would be a decent area for a short. I'll mark this up. I'm not quite ready for it yet, but I'll mark this up and put it up in Discord too.
Okay, thanks, Bruce.
Okay. Yeah, not ready.
Okay, Dave, can I add you there?
Mm-hmm. Arb. So pretty nice to see the breakout. You guys saw I called the short on Arb yesterday. Just, we're following the trend line. When it breaks the trend, obviously we're looking for something different now. So broke the trend, and I drew a fib from this order block and this low here. So from the bottom here to the very top, where it started facing rejection. Makes sense that it's rejecting, right? You've got a huge order block sitting right here. We've got another one between 94 and 96. But we are probably going to get a pullback. We did have a 236 touch and then a bounce. For me, I will probably, I'll set an alert here at the 382, but I would love to snag along at this 618 or the sniper zone. That would be ideal situation. So what I'm seeing, maybe something like this, grab the long and then send it back up. But we have broken the trend, and I don't have anything bad to say about Arbitrum. I know long term it's probably going to do a 10x easily. For anybody that's looking to spot buy, this is amazing spot buy. It's probably bottomed out, honestly. Again, this candle here was a capitulation from a whale, and it's bought back up.
I see we're getting a lot of support there. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, we love doing this for you guys. We just happy to share it. Everybody, yeah, we love doing this for you guys. We just have to share it. Okay, guys, let's do Coinbase. Here comes Coinbase. So if you want to trade Coinbase, I suppose you just track the BTC chart because they look pretty much the same. This is Coinbase on the daily. This is BTC on the daily. The high on BTC was 12th of July. The high on Coinbase was 14th of July. So yeah, they very much correlated, right? BTC is doing well. People are investing in crypto. Crypto's pumping. Coinbase is making money. Fundamentally, Coinbase starts moving, etc., etc. So yeah, I think this is quite a simple one to play. Keep your eye on the BTC price. You can see what's going to happen here. If things turn bullish, BTC, Coinbase is most definitely going to follow it. Because it means obviously people are now getting involved, and shareholders actually like businesses that make money. They buy the shares because Coinbase might actually make money. There's actually fundamentals behind some companies, which is quite nice. Okay, guys, thank you everybody. Great session again. Let me find my special exit screen, guys. Final words for the weekend. What are we doing here?
Same thing every time for me. Looking for the volume that comes in, whether it's on the downside or the upside. Remember, weekends are always trappy. So if you guys are feeling bearish from whatever the market makers are doing, it's probably a good time to long it. And then if you guys are feeling super bullish on the weekend, they're probably going to dump on you.
They'll come send it back.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys. So, you know, let's just summarize where we are. Let's just quickly give you guys a recap here. BTC, watching this area. I want to see this 26,800 hold. You can see we had this wick down to 26,642. Don't really want to go lower than that because I think these alts then are going to struggle because remember, they are all sitting at resistance areas. So they will start dropping. So we want BTC to hold this area. You know, it would be a dream scenario if it does pierce through this on the weekend. You never know. We might have some follow through then Sunday night with the Asian session. Who knows? Let's see what happens there. Yeah, so be safe out there, guys. Coins I'm watching, Solana. I'm watching Rune, potential squeeze there. I liked 𝗂𝘗 on that 382. That was a nice little potential entry there. And then ETH, we want ETH to hold that support. 200-week MA, 50-day MA, that's the area. We want ETH to hold so it can send these alts for us. That's really why we're here. Okay, everybody, thank you, and have